Hi, and welcome back to Art History 101. Today, we're diving into the card sharp with the Ace of Diamonds by Georges de Latour, a masterpiece packed with deception, subtle storytelling, and moral symbolism. We will break down 5 fascinating details and draw some comparison with other works of art to help bring de Latour's painting into a sharper focus. One of the most captivating aspects of his painting is the mystery around who's cheating and who's being cheated. There's this subtle exchange of glances between the rich woman and her servant, hinting at a secret alliance. Their shared look suggests they're in on the deception together, communicating silently while their victim is none the wiser. This kind of conspiratorial glance shows up in other art, especially when trickery is involved. Take Caravaggio's The Fortune Teller, for example. There, the woman distracts the young man while stealing his ring, her gaze and gestures drawing us into the scene of deception. In Latour's own The Fortune Teller, a young aristocratic woman appears to befriend the victim, but on closer inspection, she's actually signaling her accomplices, one of whom is rifling through his pockets while she discreetly scuffs his medal. The victim is clueless, and we, the viewers, see everything, almost becoming complicit in the con. Now, if we are not entirely sure whether the two women in Latour's painting are cheating, there's no question about the man on the left. He's hiding an ace behind his back, a classic symbol of cheating in card games. We see this trick in other paintings as well. Caravaggio's The Card Sharps is a prime example, where one character hides a card while another signals to his partner. In Nicolas Régnier, The Card Players and The Fortune Tellers, we see a similar scene. The soldier on the left hides a card, the woman in the middle signals an accomplice, while the victim on the right is totally oblivious. In Latour's work, there's no ambiguity about the young man on the right, it's the victim. Finely dressed and totally oblivious, his fancy outfit almost seems exaggerated, making him look more ridiculous than refined. He's also noticeably younger than the other characters, with a rounded, youthful face that hints at his naivety. Latour and other artists of the time love to make fun of gullible young aristocrats. They show them so focused on their game that they are completely blind to the trickery happening around them. It's a subtle condemnation, a reminder that these lavish characters were often caught up in scenes of vice and moral decay. And speaking of moral decay, Latour weaves subtle symbols of vice throughout the painting. The wine bottle, classic sign of indulgence. We see this in Franz Hall's The Merry Drinker, where wine hints at moral licentiousness, or in Vermeer's The Wine Glass, where both wine and money symbolize deeper corruption. Then there's the locket dresses and untied ribbons on the cheater's shoulder. These details hint at moral unraveling, much like in Jane Steele's The Dissolute Household, where scattered clothes and objects subtly point to a loss of virtue. Interestingly, in another version of this painting, the ribbons are tied, although the scene is just as morally questionable. And finally, the money. The presence of wealth often points to corruption, like in Quentin Mais's The Moneylender and His Wife, where coins distract the characters from a book of hours, symbolizing their drift away from God and towards greed. Let's finally talk about the costumes. They're extravagant, almost too extravagant for the time period, which has led many scholars to believe they might be theatre costumes. In The Actors of the Comédie Française by Antoine Watteau, we see similar theatrical outfits, suggesting Latour's gamblers might be more like actors performing a stage deception. In The Italian Comedians, also by Watteau, actors wear costumes that blur the line between theatre and real life, much like Latour's characters. It's as if he's commenting on the roles people play in society's game of deception. The card sharp with the Ace of Diamonds isn't just a simple gambling scene. It's a complex narrative about deceit, vice, and performance. From the secretive glances to hidden cards, naive victim, and theatrical costumes, Latour painting makes us question where reality ends and performance begins. Thank you for joining us on this art exploration. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time!